gamers. I'm Felonyus. Thanks for joining. We're in the middle of a sealed game right now. We're going to be playing some draft today, though. Last turn, our opponent played Dreadbore to kill our Dramoka. I'm close to having, like, all the lands out of my deck. I can't attack through his Nessian Asp, though. So I'm going to have to sit back, take advantage of this outpost siege, and just kind of overrun my opponent with cards. Whoa! What is going on? My opponent has 88 cards in their deck. Oh, what's happening? Wait, what? Is that a bug? No, their deck's literally 88 cards. They're playing their entire sealed pool. I've never seen such a thing. That's awesome. Well, hopefully we don't mill ourselves out. Okay, Bane of Balaged. Kind of annoying. We're going to bestow our Gnarlback Rhino to draw a card and have a flying attacker. I mean, my opponent has to block my Cloudfin Raptor or he just dies to the Wild/Shock to his face. So we get to kill the Nessian Asp too. Play one of our lands. Bane of Balaged is going to make us sacrifice some permanents. Certainly. But if our opponent doesn't have an answer for our flyers, they're probably dead. Okay. That was interesting. Just a little bit of warm-up sealed because this format's awesome and I love Magic. I like to play a bunch of sealed when a format first drops. Get some good practice for the opens. I don't know if the next open's going to be Pioneer Masters. Probably should have checked that, but anyway, time to do some draft. I'm Felonius. Throw me a like and a subscribe if you haven't already. And let's jump into Pioneer Masters. I've done a couple drafts so far. Last time, we played an awesome Ashiok deck. We got to mill our opponents out, tutoring it up with Philology Archaeologist. It felt like a tutor, at least. All right, let's see if we can have some fun today playing some Pioneer Masters. Guild Summit. Ooh, I like the idea of playing a Gates deck. I remember that card was pretty nasty in War of the Spark. Or was it Ravnica Legions? Might have been Ravnica Legions. Guilds of Ravnica. Whatever. I really like Guild Summit. There's also a Hornet's Nest. I think that card is pretty good. But I'm a little bit more interested in this Guild Summit, to be perfectly honest. First pick Guild Summit means we can just take a bunch of gates and play all the best cards. Our deck's going to be wonky, but we're going to have fun. I like playing gates decks. Bunch of really solid cards here. Nyx Weaver is not my favorite card. I feel like it just mills you out. Puts you on your own clock. It's kind of weird. Obnixless Cruelty is definitely a consideration just because it's such a good removal spell, and we're going to be playing all the colors. I'm not terribly interested in this Manticore. The pick's either Dimir Guildgate or Obnixless Cruelty, and I'm going to take the Cruelty. Here's a Gateway Plaza, and I am going to take that. Over a Fellstinger, probably. Fellstinger is good. And so is Anchor to the Aether. There's so many gates. Can I count on getting more? This card has been really good. Gates Ablaze? Alright. I like that. That's a pick 4, Gates Ablaze. That is awesome. Alright. Now we have to take all the gates. We took a couple removal spells over a couple gates, and that was fine. Oh, wow. A Blood Tithe Harvester? Now, I think we need to take this Gateway Plaza. Some really good cards in this pack. Blood Tithe Harvester's so good. But I don't know if we can count on wheeling all these Gateway Plazas and Dimir Guild gates. I'm just going to take Gateway Plaza. We have to start taking gates sooner than later, so I'm going to do it now. Gear Rapper, Gear Crafter. That card is really strong. I'm going to take this Rakdos Guild Gate. Make sure that we have all the gates we need, because sometimes we'll have a pack like this where we don't have a gate to pick from. I think Archaeologist is going to be great, though. I mean, we have 4 non-creature spells right now. Blue is certainly going to be a primary color, but I don't think it's good enough to take over this Guildgate. Orzhov Guildgate might be the worst one, but it'll help us dip into some white. I don't think is really necessary in the Gates deck, but we'll find out. Fall of the Hammer, Simic Guildgate. I'm just going to take another gate here. Nessian Asp is a nice fat body that blocks really well. I do like Imperious Oligarch. How reliably are we going to be able to play it, though, is really the question as a white-black creature. I could take Palaka Predation. I'm going to take Palaka Predation. That's Disruption. It's a free slot because it's a land, too. Maugus's Warhound actually looks like a pretty powerful card. But really only when you get to bestow it. It's like it probably just dies really fast most of the time. Dregmangler is a good rate. I'll take the Nessian Asp. That card's been a pain in my asp, so I'm going to respect it. Devour Flesh looks like a fine removal spell to take over that Heliod's Pilgrim. This is a control deck we're playing after all. Voyaging Satyr at pick 13. I mean, it is nice to be base green when you're playing lots of colors. Okay, so we passed on that Blood Tithe Harvester for this first Gateway Plaza, but we didn't wheel any other Gateway Plazas, so I really wanted that. Now, had I taken the Blood Tithe Harvester, we would be much closer to a Dimir deck than dipping into all this green. However, that doesn't matter all that much. We have Gates Ablaze and Guild Summit, and a bunch of gates. So we're going to take good cards and more gates, and this is going to be great. Ruinous Path is awesome. When you actually get to awaken with it, it is powerful. Shambling Vents is probably good, but I want to take the good removal spell. Whip of Erebos. Creatures you control have lifelink. And you get to reanimate things? Interesting. Very interesting. I think I'd rather just take this removal spell. Draconic Roar. We are playing red, after all, with this Gates Blaze. I think Whip of Erebos is probably fine, but the effect looks expensive. It's sorcery speed only, and the creature goes away forever, so I don't know. I'm not completely sold. Another Gates Ablaze? That is pretty nasty. Yeah, totally. Skyrider Elf is probably going to be pretty good in a deck like this, but I don't think I need to worry about taking it this early. Maybe I'll just take this Golgari Guildgate because I do have black and green that I want to be playing early. Though Gearupper Gearcrafter looks like a great way to clog up the board until I can Gates Ablaze. I'm going to take this Guildgate. I like Tomebound Lich. We're probably going to struggle to wheel this Dimir Guildgate, but we do like blue in this deck, so I like Tomebound Lich here. Okay, interesting. This Rakdos Guildgate's going to be another red gate for our red removal spells. Over this Pilgrim's Eye or this Archaeologist. Here we go, a District Guide, Urban Evolution. Oh, this pack is juiced. Kiora's Follower seems pretty strong too. I like the idea of playing Urban Evolution, but I think I just need to take this District Guide. District Guide is pretty essential in the Gates deck. There's an Opal Lake Gatekeepers that looks pretty strong. Over that Skyrider Elf. Yeah, I'm going to take the Gatekeepers. That card's going to be good in this deck. Cloudfin Raptor looks kind of weird. Gurmag Angler, maybe? Liev Sky Knight. I just don't have that much white to really make it work. And Cloudfin Raptor's good, but I just don't play that many creatures. I'm going to take this Gurmag Angler. I'll take a... Do I want Voyaging Satyrs is the question. Yeah, because I want to be playing District Guides early, too. I like the idea of Voyaging Satyr. Urban Evolution here over a Selesnya Charm or a Possessed Scab. Possessed Scab gets me back Gates Ablaze. That's going to be better than Urban Evolution, honestly. I like a Skyrider Elf here. I think Gurmag Angler might have been the better pick there, but I want to make sure I can cast everything. I don't necessarily need to win with Gurmag Anglers if I have other gatey cards. Let's see what we have here. This looks like a Planeswalker. Oh, wow. Okay. Jace, Architect of Thought. That is pretty nuts. I'm in. A third Gates Ablaze to go with our Planeswalker. Why not? Do I need more gates? And I guess I do, don't I? I don't necessarily need a green-white gate, though. Guess I could take Fight with Fire. Mere Guildgate over this Priest of the Bloodright. I just need more blue gates. I would really like Priest of the Bloodright. That looks like a really great way to finish off the game. But I need blue gates. Bane of Balaged. Scatter to the winds. Bane of Balaged does seem like a nice way to finish things up. More white gates. Not really what I want to see. I have 8 gates. It's a good number of gates. I don't feel the need to get too many more. Unfortunately, these Voyaging Satyrs just don't look incredibly good. Possessed Scab gets me back things. Yeah, I'm going to take the Scab. Ooh, there we go. That's a good gate. I don't need any of these cards. Red-green gate's going to help us cast our best spells. All right. How many playables we have? We have 23 spells. Hmm. Conclave Naturalist is a good card. I'm going to take that. Sajiri Shelter looks kind of awkward. I guess I could just take this Boros Guild Gate over the Wind Rider Patrol. I could take Unravel the Aether. Zephyr Winder. Yeah, I'll take that over another Boros Guild Gate. I suppose. Ooh, Skyrider Elf. Pretty late. Yeah, I just want another gate. I don't necessarily need any of the white mana though, so I might clean up some of these gates just for the sake of my mana base. I can get rid of 3 of them. I don't need any white mana at all. And then I still have 8 gates. I think that's fine. I didn't get any Gate Colossus or Gatebreaker Rams, which is a bummer, but I did get 3 Gates Ablaze. All right, let's figure out what our cuts are. I have a lot of removal. I don't think I need Devour Flesh. Just gotta figure out my mana base here. 5, 6, 7, 8 blue sources. Oh wait, doesn't it give you this now? 8 blue sources, 7 black. 5 red sources? It doesn't count the Akum. So I have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8 black sources with Palaka Predation. I have 6 with this Akum Warrior. I only have 6 green sources. I don't love that. Do I need these basics? If every land is a tap land, I could struggle. Akum Warrior is probably not worth a slot. Most of my removal is sorcery speed. I guess I don't need Fall of the Hammer. I have a lot of removal. One, two, three, four, 5 good removal spells plus 3 Gates Ablaze. I wonder if I want this Gurmag Angler over a Devour Flesh. Devour Flesh does seem pretty good when I'm Gates Ablazing so much. Alright, then let's look at this mana base. I'm wondering if I need another big creature or two. I think this looks good. Part of me wants to play Gurmag Angler and Nessian Asp. Maybe over this Devour Flesh. I don't love Gurmag Angler with the Possessed Scab. Alright, this looks good to me. There's a part of me that wants one more removal spell. But I think those cards are pretty close. Quick bathroom break, and we'll play some more Magic. Oh, hello, Weeping Angel Riley. Just noticed you there. Welcome to the stream. I appreciate you. All right, I'll be right back, friends. Give me 1 minute. We'll play some Magic. to play. Hello, friends. We're back to play some Magic. All right. Final answer. This is the deck list. Let's run it. Play some gates. I think this deck looks fun. We'll see how well it can actually do. All right. This looks barely keepable. I go first. I don't have any red sources. I have a Skyrider elf. I don't have any of my other colors. It's kind of a dead hand. This looks much better. I guess Possessed Scab. I do shuffle my library. This will be good. All right, let's get down our guild gate first. Nice top deck. It's going to help us curve out with the Skyrider elf. Next turn. Should I wait till I can make them 4-power creatures? No, I'll make one a 3/3 and then the other a 4/4. This is a good curve. This new Rakim album is pretty sweet. Can't be playing it on stream, but it's good stuff. Skyrider elves for the win. Or not. No artifacts or enchantments for me to kill. Green, blue, black. I'm sure there are artifacts and enchantments that I would be able to kill. Bestow creatures and the like. I think I should just play this blocker though. The point here is to stay alive until I can draw Guild Summit and draw 3 cards, so whatever I can do to make that happen, I will. I could attack with Skyrider Elf and then blow up everything but the Naturalist, but then he just gets back his Asp and plays it again next turn, so that doesn't really accomplish anything. So I'm just going to pass. Hey, look what I drew. Here we go. About to draw some cards. Gate, gate, gate. Oh, yeah. And we get to play this one. Or do I want to fight with fire that Nessian Asp? Oh, wait, no, I can't do that. Whoops. Oh, he can monstrosity it now. Well, hopefully he just plays something else and then can't monstrosity it. Yeah, that's a bummer. Huh. I should have thought about that for a second. I could have gates to blaze there to blow up all his creatures. Then I wouldn't have gotten an attack in with the flyer. It doesn't really matter. That Nessian Asp is going to be huge. Yeah, it's time. It's time to use a gates to blaze. Now I just get to kill his undead butler and he doesn't get a card back. All right. Well, that was actually a pretty good deal. He's going to gain a lot of life from that. Maybe I just fight. I mean, this can blow up so many things. I don't need to do that. I want him to scavenge with his Dreg Mangler. Okay. Your next upkeep, he gets to bring back an Nessian Asp and Gnarlback Rhino. to wait for him to play some more creatures before using this fight with fire. That rescue from the underworld was huge. One, two, three. It's 10 damage, right? Wait. Oh man, if only I could get him down. I could have just killed him with this. It's cool. We have possessed scab somewhere in here. And we're going to get a district guide before we draw into that, so. Wait. There we go. That's right. Supernatural stamina. Game breaking. This guy just keeps bringing things back. Yeah, I guess if we had devoured flesh on our turn when he couldn't have rescued from the underworld, we'd probably win this game handedly. Shit, man. That rescue from the underworld was busted. We still have a few very good draws, but we are in bad shape. Well, that was a good draw. Oof. In Rova horror. We had a few top decks there, but that was pretty rough. Well, we got to do the gates thing. Our opponent just had a few too many tricks to keep their creatures alive in response to our removal. Supernatural stamina and that rescue from the underworld. Crazy. It's cool. That was a fun game. On to the next one. This set's a lot of fun. So many decisions to make. This is a good hand. Very good hand. Zergo Bellstriker. Just go ahead and kill that. My opponent didn't play anything on their third turn. I'm going to get rid of that threat. So we top deck a land. Be able to block with this Opal Lake Gatekeepers pretty easily. There we go. There's some red mana we need. It's okay that this doesn't draw me another card. We got to draw 2 cards off of it. That's pretty darn good. So far. Okay. I'm going to get back my Awaken card, Ruinous Path. It's a good removal spell. It's a good removal spell and a creature that I can cast next turn. We like gates. Huh. Maybe I just play this Skyrider off as a 4/4. Then it dies to Gates Ablaze. That's okay. I want to get some pressure on the board. We need a Gateway Plaza for the 5th color anyway. Not a big deal. There we go. We might have a Wild Slash. Jace would have been really good last game. There's that wild slash we anticipated. Nice. I probably should have looked for that. Thought about that Dreadbore. Maybe Factor Fictioned instead. We'll offer a trade if he wants it. Black red, I'm not too worried about their artifacts and enchantments. Okay. We got our opponent's last card. Shall we set the gates ablaze? Not anytime soon, it seems. It's both of my possessed scabs. And Bane of Balaged's looking pretty mean. Now I can play this as a 4/4. I guess the Skyrider elf is a reason to put Boros Guildgate back in. And Orzhov Guildgate. Good game. Never enough gates. All right. Run it back. All right. This deck's fun. We're playing gates. Lots of tapped lands. Setting the gates ablaze. See if we can get a few board wipes in these few next games. We've got a lot of fun to be had. I like this hand, sort of. I can cast two of my spells. I'll find red mana. Won't I? Won't I? We'll see. Here we go. Zephyr-Winder. Annoying. Oh, nice squid, Miles Howes. It's a good squidimus. Blow up that thing. And hope to draw some red mana here soon. I needed that. Ooh. Big ol' Rampager. Well, I'll get the fight with fire that next turn. Or Gates Ablaze for 5. Probably just Gates Ablaze for 5. Since he played another creature. Well, 2 more creatures. We'll just blow up the board. Mm-hmm. Yep. Gates Ablaze. Oh, my opponent just played a land. Didn't have anything to do. Brutal. We could get Gates Ablaze back, but I'd probably just get that Awaken card instead. Indeed. The gated board wipe. Oh, wow. That's hilarious. Ready for this? I only want to draw 5 cards. 6 would be too many. My opponent's just been holding that fight with fire. Oh, they were 1 mana away. Oh, brutal. Got him. Oh, man, if they didn't play a Guildgate there, they could have blown up our stuff with that fight with fire. Or just killed us. What was our life at there in the end? All right, 2-1. Let's keep it going. This deck's fun. Gates. We have 3 Gates Ablaze in our deck. I mean, first pick Guild Summit is a great way to start a draft. Yeah, I have 3 Gates Ablaze. It's pretty nasty. I picked up the first one like pick 4 in pack 1. I don't remember when the other ones came along, but the gates are blazing. And I think I have 10 gates in my deck. Oh, wow, this hand looks sweet. I have all the colors of mana I need and my Planeswalker. Spam fritters do sound gross. I agree with that. Well, Plot 2's making his way up. Doing just fine. What do I want? I guess I just want a Gateway Plaza. The next turn I can play Jace, and then the turn after I can play Tomebound Lich and Gateway Plaza. Is that Sarkhan Unbroken? Cool. I didn't know that was in this set. That's one of my favorite Planeswalkers to play. I don't even care about his ultimate ability. I just want to draw a card, add extra mana, and make 4/4 flyers. That card's sweet. I didn't know that was in this set. All right, let's play our Planeswalker. Start ticking them up. Just chomping on vitamin C tablets. Doing my best to get over this cold I've caught. Murmuring Mystic. That's a card. You know what that card's particularly bad against? Gates Ablaze. All right. Oh, wait, do I have Wild Slash in this deck? No, I don't. All right. I don't have a fourth gate to kill that with. I could find a fourth gate. Or not. I guess I can not find a fourth gate as well. I could play a 4/4 flyer, but that doesn't seem like a very safe play. Hmm. Hmm. Yeah, but I don't have a source for green. Either green or black. I need a green and a black. I can't play a 5/5. What I can do is attack. Now, the fact that he knows I have Draconic Roar makes him less likely to block with this thing. That is, I mean, really couldn't be better. Could not be more perfect. All right. Planeswalker v. Planeswalker. Now, his is significantly better than mine because he just draws a card every turn. It's basically Teferi, Hero of Dominaria, that can also make 4/4s. So we're going to need to figure out an answer to that. Fight with Fire was an answer. I probably should have kept that over this Devour Flesh, but it's not like I'm close to 9 mana. Ooh, wow. I don't think the plan of ticking this up 4 times is going to work very well. So I'm going to Foff again. Ooh, that is quite a collection of cards to Foff. Probably puts Guild Summit in a pile by itself. Yeah, and I would rather have the other 2 cards. District Guide might be our only way to search our library for things other than Jace here. Well, let's see what our opponent does. We're going to have to keep up the card advantage war since they get to draw up 2 cards a turn. Now, Guild Summit would have helped with that a lot. But I'm pleased with these cards. I wanted an answer for the 4/4 dragon he could create next turn. I guess I don't need to play that now, do I? Green, blue, red, black. Yeah, I can't play Skyrider Elf for 5 and play Obnexless Cruelty. So, here's what I'll do. Maybe he'll forget about Jace's ability and attack me anyway. Wow. Jace is dead. Well, Jace drew us a bunch of cards. Can't be mad. Now we can play a 5/5. Nice. We're like Sarkhan the Broken. How far can Skyrider Elf take us? The question is, do I just kill this now and get rid of his 1/1 and forget the fact he has a Murmuring Mystic? Because I have another Gates Ablaze and Possessed Scabs. Yeah, I think I just need to get rid of this Sarkhan. As much as I would like to Kill Murmuring Mystic with that. Got to get rid of Sarkhan. And I get to curve out with the Bane. Watch my opponent play Fight with Fire here. Just blow us out. Wow, what a card. Whoa. What an ability. I feel like I should leave back the blocker. My opponent is at such a high life total. Six lands left in the deck, 11 spells. Two of them are on the bottom. So 9 spells, 6 lands. And those top 15 cards. It's a shame we don't have a Guild Summit out. My opponent must have drawn something good. Wow. Wow. What do I want to kill? Probably Kolagon. Monstrosity makes it a 7/7. I'm going to let him do it. I'm going to let him make that a monster. I'm going to try and just win with these attackers. The 4/4 creature does not do nearly as much when he has a 6/5 flyer on the board. That was a great top deck. Let's see what else we can get from it. I can't blow that up, but it's another attacker. All right, so he goes to 8 from that, but I need to leave back a blocker. So he just gets to block both naturalists like this. If he top decks removal, I'm dead anyway. It was a good game, whatever happens. Nice top deck. Damn. Yeah, our opponent got luckier than we did there at the end. Good game. Good game. I could have Ruinous Path the Storm Breath Dragon, but he still would have had a 3-turn clock. So what happened there? Nothing would have changed at all. He would have gotten me down to. See, he would have attacked for 6 twice instead of 7 twice. And then he would have had the removal for the 5/5 anyway. Yeah, that was bad luck. We had so many good removal spells, too. Plenty of outs. That was rough. It was a good game. Brutal loss, though. Hey, thanks for the follow, Emily Harrington. Appreciate you being here. We're playing some Magic. Playing a really silly deck full of gates. Grab some black and blue mana, I think. Probably a Dimir Guild Gate. What's up, indeed? Let's see, we need black and blue. I'm fantastic, Emily. Thanks for asking. Well, I mean, relatively. I'm getting over a cold, but still feeling very good. I'm on the better end of the cold, so I'm happy. I'm having a lot of fun playing Magic. This new Pioneer Master set is awesome. Most of the cards that came out, well, not most of them, but a lot of the cards in this set are cards I've never even seen before because I wasn't playing the few sets after Rise of the Eldrazi. How about you, Emily? How's your week going? I think it's just time to start drawing cards from this Guild Summit. I still have like 7 gates in the deck. Yeah, I'm playing Magic. That's my plan for the next couple hours at least. After that, we'll see. Probably mess around with Photoshop, upload some videos to YouTube, eat dinner, exercise. Not too exciting. But hey, it's the day of a human. Sometimes we've got to take care of ourselves. All right, I'm close to a 5/5 elf, but I think I might just play it for 4. Thinking about a Gates Ablaze here. Magic is definitely one of my favorite games. I'd say it is my favorite game. Magic is definitely my favorite game. I've been playing since I was 10 years old. I love this game. I play all sorts of games though. This one takes up some of my time. I don't think you can play Arena on a console. I think it is PC only. Okay, so now my opponent has 1 mana, and I have 4 gates, and I'm going to attack for 2. And then Gates Ablaze. Ba-boom. That was pretty devastating. I used to play Arena a lot on my cell phone, actually. But I kind of got tired of how buggy the client can be on an Android. So, I pretty much exclusively play on PC now. I wonder if my opponent has an Essence Scatter. Does my opponent have Essence Scatter? I really don't want to let them draw cards with this. Oh, that's pretty strong. What kind of games do you play on PC, Emily? My favorite game is Magic. It's my favorite card game. It's the only card game I play. I also like Deadlock. I think that game's a lot of fun. I would like to scry. Oh yes, a good collection of games indeed. That is what happens with gamers. It's funny. I've spent a lot of time playing a lot of different games, but Magic will always be my favorite. A test of will and fortitude, strategy, the psychological aspect. I love it. It's different on Arena, but it's still there. I mean, I guess I should just kill that thing. Yeah, I'll just kill that, keep up Obnixilus Cruelty, and win in the air. Magic. What's appealing about Magic? Oh man, so many things. So one of the greatest things about Magic is the reading comprehension and vocabulary skills that you just gain by reading so many cards. As like a developmental uh, aspect, that is. That's one of the things I really like about Magic. It's good for kids to learn so they can expand their vocabulary, and it's fun for adults to pick up. I've met some of my best friends in the world playing Magic. All right, good game. We got the Guido Mista. I did have fun in that match. All right, let's see if we can get 3 wins in a row with this Gates deck. We're 3-2. Hey, we got our 3 wins. Let's see if we can get a few more. The only thing I have been streaming since I started a month and a half ago, maybe 2 months. I guess it's probably 2 months ago now. Is Magic. I've considered streaming Counter Strike. I'm not that good at Counter Strike though. I just have fun with it. Magic is the one game I consider myself an expert in, so I feel like I have something to share with the world, which is why I stream. Okay, we can't play Palaka Predation this turn, but all of our lands are tapped lands anyway, so see if we draw something. I really want to Palaka Predation my opponent. I don't want to have to use it as a land. It looks like I'll have to, though. The Voyaging Satyr will help us cast Jace next turn, or that Skyrider Elf for X equals 3. I think I'm a little bit more interested in that against the red-green deck. Do I enjoy the immersive storytelling of single-player games? Well, let's break that down into 2 questions, because I don't feel I have to choose, because I very much enjoy both of those sorts of experiences. Five. Nice. So yeah, I really like single player games. That's one of the things that got me into games in the beginning is good stories, something to read, something to immerse myself in. Um, that is definitely one of the things I love about games. As I grow older, and maybe I'll find the story that I need from a book. I enjoy multiplayer games a lot too, because it's a way to connect with people, spend time with friends that you might not be able to otherwise. Good game, Elion. And what sorts of single player experiences do you go for there, Emily? Miss Harrington. Like roguelikes and dungeon crawlers at all? I really appreciate that feedback. I'm so glad you're having a good time. That is exactly what we hope for. Oh yeah, this hand is juicy. I thought about playing an island to get another gate trigger, but it's okay. What we want to do here, we want to play Voyaging Satyr next turn and a Gateway Plaza. Let's see, what do we need? Black and green? Black and red. Black and red. I do not stream full time. I stream for like 12 hours a week. Um, oh no, our opponent's taking our guild summit. No! A disaster. Our whole game plan is ruined. Brutal. Thank you, Emily Harrington. I appreciate that feedback. I ended up in rank. I was in the top 10 at the end of October for limited. Oh, look at our opponents picking apart our hand. It's so rude. Pardon my cough. I did not catch that in time. All right, red, white, black. All right. Blood Baron of Viscopa. What am I supposed to do about that? That card's really good. I can't believe our opponent took our Guild Summit and our Gates Ablaze. That's wacky. So powerful. It's cool. We've got more Gates Ablaze. Oh, well, thank you, Emily. I appreciate those well wishes. I wish you peace, inspiration, and success as well. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. We need one more mana to go off with this fight with fire. I just threw you a follow back, Emily. Thanks for hanging out. That Gates Blaze is not very good, is it? Nantuko Husk is a great way to protect yourself from the Gates Ablaze. Sort of. I mean, you're only left with a 2/2 at the end, but Dictate of Erebos. Wow. That's a gate we needed. Let's get him for 5 first since we're going to die. You as well, Emily. Picasso of Pixelated Worlds. That's awesome. I might talk to you soon. Most of the art that I use is AI created, but I would like to work with another artist, with an actual human artist. So I appreciate you making yourself known. Dictative Erebos is going to be awkward to navigate around. Just get back a Gates Ablaze. I could get back a Gates Ablaze, or I could just take District Guide. I want District Guide. If I can deal 3 damage, then I can just 3 damage to his face, that is. Then I can just fight with fire to finish him off. I could have played the Satyr first. Well, this is what I wanted to do. 10 to the face. Boom. Boom. uh, that was cool. Way to go, Fight with Fire. Our opponent picked apart our hand. They got rid of our Gates Ablaze and our Guild Summit, and we fought through it and won anyway. We're 5-2. Didn't we start off 0-2? It's a great way to do it. Let's get 2 more wins. Get a trophy out of this awesome Gates deck. We totally can. This hand looks good. Okay, now we get to play a district guide. Possibly get it counterspelled. Our opponent is countering all of our spells that 2 for 1. Oh, wow. Notion Thief. That is so powerful. Now is our opponent going to use removal on our gatekeepers? Ooh, that was pretty good. That was pretty good. Get rid of a land. Wait. Yeah. Get rid of a land. Play this satyr. And I should have played that Skyrider Elf on turn 3 instead of the District Guide. That was a mistake. Or it was turn 4, but still. Not having the extra card from that District Guide is making this hand look much less smooth. Yeah, Emily, you can see my email and my Discord right there on my Twitch page. I'll take a look at what you have. Is there more removal? Yeah, I'm just Felonyus. Let's play a couple 4/4 flyers. Good game, DBR 777. You know, I'm not quite impressed with your fortitude quitting like that, but got him. Mythic rank. What did our opponent do? They just bounced our creatures that didn't matter, countered our spells, and then just lost to 4/4 flyers. I mean, Notion Thief would have been really good against this if I had chosen to draw a card. but you may draw a card. That made it so he didn't get value off the Notion Thief. And these Skyrider Elves were just too big for him to deal with. Good game. And we just climbed up into Mythic with that trophy. Oh, wait, that's not a trophy. That's 6 wins, isn't it? Spoke too soon. Where did we end up? 328. All right, we've got some work to do to earn a top spot. But we're 6-2. Let's play one more game and get our win. All right, let's jump into this last game with fervor. Gates, can we take the gates to Trophyhood? Let's find out. We're going to try it with this hand. That was a pretty good top deck, something that we can play on turn 3. Oh no! Anything but that. Something to kill our guild summit. I am not a fan. Oh. Make a 4/4. All right, what's our opponent have in mind here? They're attacking with the Boros Reckoner. I'm going to block here. I had a feeling there was an artful maneuver involved. I didn't expect 2 artful maneuvers, though. Is that what it is, or is it just the first strike he can activate? All right, we get to trade. Yeah, I don't like this very much. Going off with Phalanx Leader. Three and a 5/5. All right, what can I do here? I don't think there's any point in playing the Skyrider Elf. And I'll make a 3/3. Wow. Oh, got him. Chilling. Could leave back more, or I could just play Possessed Scab. Let's play Zephyrwinder. Just leave up Draconic Roar and the Cruelty. See about to deal 4 damage to my face. Now we have a Tomebound Lich to block and 2 instant speed removal spells. Let me close it out from Foggy after his brutal start. Draconic Roar. Okay. Looks like that's not dealing 3 damage to my face, so that's good. Does my opponent have another Artful Maneuver? Ooh. Not gonna happen. Good game. Now that was fun. All right. Smashed him. We got 7 wins with our Gates deck. That's a trophy. Heck yeah. That was fun. Goated Gates. And I didn't even have the goat. The ram. Gated goats, goated gates. Yeah, Gatebreaker Ram's definitely in the set. I mean, I think so. Wow, this deck was awesome. This was our draft. We started off with Guild Summit, and then, I don't know, what do we take? Like Opal Lake Gatekeepers. No, we took Obnixless Cruelty second, and then we took an Anchor to the Aether. And then we got past Gates Ablaze. And those were our first 4 picks. And then we just started taking gates. We got more Gates Ablaze. We opened up Jace in pack 3. This deck was awesome. Tons of fun. And there's time for another. Let's do another Pioneer Masters draft. Why not? All right, new draft. Starting off fresh. I have been impressed by Mentor of the Meek so far. It's probably not nearly as good as just like a first pick district guide, though. Mentor of the Meek is quite strong. I have seen some people go off with it, but I think it's probably more powerful in sealed. I don't know. Ignore that brief evaluation. Mentor the Meek over a district guide is what I'm considering. I'm going to take district guide. I think it's better. Oh, here we go. We going gates again? Don't tempt me. Tempt me, actually. Let's do it. Gore Clan Rampager. We don't have Guild Summit, but that's okay. We'll just have to find other ways to draw cards. I think taking Gates Ablaze here is a good choice. I could take Gore Clan Rampager, but District Guide into Gates Ablaze. Let's play Gates. Opal Lake Gatekeepers. Or a Zephyr Winder. Or a Gate. Or this Fall of the Hammer. Fall of the Hammer is a good removal spell. Maybe I can wheel Opal Lake Gatekeepers. Maybe not. Alright, this is a good pack to take a gate from. Conclave Naturalists is fine. It's pretty good. There are a lot of artifacts and enchantments to get rid of, but I'm going to take this gate here. It's 2 of the 3 colors we have so far. We have Gates Ablaze. We're going to need lots of gates. Ordeal of Perforos. That's a good card. It's not quite an Is It Guildgate. We would like more Is It Guildgates. Yeah, maybe I just take Is It Guildgate. Ordeal of Perforos is probably going to be better in an aggressive red-green deck as opposed to this Gates deck that we're... Yeah, honestly, I respect. Illusory Angel looks like it could be quite strong, but I'm a little bit more interested in just taking this gate. Maybe this Cloudfin Raptor. I mean, Illusory Angel is really good. I'm just going to take the gate, though. Green-blue is going to be the main gate color you want in your gate decks. Even if this... What's this do? Nothing. All right. Pilgrim's Eye over a Wind Rider Patrol. I like cantrip creatures. Dragon Style Twins over a Clutch of Currents. I mean, I could just take Notion Thief. None of these other cards are that exciting, and I'm in Gates, so I should have the ability to play more colors. Clutch of Currents is probably going to be good. I'm going to take that instead. Evolving Wilds or Fall of the Hammer. Probably Fall of the Hammer this late. I'll have enough tapped lands with all the gates I'm playing. Balaged Recovery, speaking of tapped lands. I'll take that over this Wind Rider Patrol. I don't think Wind Rider Patrol is that good since it only has 3 toughness. And we wield the Gruul Guildgate. That's awesome. The Guildgates have such good art. We have lots of room for playables. Yeah, there's a front gate and a back gate arch. Or arc for each. Boundary Lands Ranger looks like a 2-drop we can play over that Clutch of Currents. Evolving Wilds. Yeah, I don't really care about Halo Scarab. I know I said I have enough tapped lands, but, well. That was like a pick 13 Evolving Wilds. That feels pretty nice. Traction Helix. Can I make that work? How many instants and sorceries do I have? I don't think I can make retraction helix work very well, but Bloodfire Enforcers could find its way in this deck. Crush of Tentacles. That card is pretty strong. Bounce everything and make an 8/8. Yeah, it seems like a good thing to work towards. I don't think Rapid Hybridization is very good. Giving them a 3/3 instead of whatever creature they had before. It's not my idea of a good time. Treasure Cruise or a Boon Satyr here. I'm going to take Boon Satyr. That card's really good. And it even has 4 power for this Boundary Lands Ranger. We saw a bunch of red cards coming around late. And red-green cares about 4 power. I think I'm going to take the Gear Up or Gear Crafter here over the Colony Ambush. I like Gear Crafter. 2 creatures in one. One of them flies. That card's a good rate. Savage Punch or Scatter to the Winds here. Savage Punch doesn't seem like my idea of a good... I mean, there's this Archway Angel. Wait. Yeah. I'm playing Gates. Let me take this Archway Angel. That thing can gain you like 10 life when it comes into play. Maybe I can wield that Boros Guild Gate since the white X Guild Gates are usually the least attractive. Shipbreaker Kraken. Do I really want that over another Opal Lake Gatekeepers? Tap up to 4 target creatures. They don't untap for as long as you control Shipbreaker Kraken. What a wild card. There's also an Azorius Guildgate to help us with this white mana we need. I'm taking another Gatekeepers. Yep, I like a Guildgate here. Need to get a couple white X gates so this angel is free. Though with an Evolving Wilds and Pilgrim's Eye, it's pretty close. Voyaging Satyr, it looks like it could be pretty good. There's also another guild gate. I think I should probably just take this satyr. Nah, I'm going to take the gate. Yessian Thief over a Seed Guardian. Or an Azorius Guildgate. I know this is going to have a difficult time actually dealing damage to our opponent. Another Archway Angel? Alright. Feeling a little bit better about these gates pickups. Though a Voyaging Satyr would help us cast our spells. I wish I had taken one over this Simic Guild gate. I wanted to make sure I had a massive gates, but I don't think that was the right pick. There's a Voyaging Satyr. Over an Orzhov Guild gate. We like 2-drops. I likely have Sky Knight. We'll see if it actually makes it into the deck. Can we wheel that other Azorius Guildgate? I think it was in this pack. No, it was in the next pack, wasn't it? Ah, bummer. Yeah, it was in this pack. Furious Rise. Okay, pack 3. What do we have? We've got Voyaging Satyrs. We have a Gates Ablaze. We have Archway Angels. We have ways to draw cards. We have an end game. What do we need? Oh, to not cough into the mic, pardon me. Do we need Skyrider Elves? Do we need Skyrider Elves? Wild Slashes. I'm going to take this Wild Slash. Another Guild Gate over this Burning Anger. I'll take a Skyrider Elf here. Another District Guide, it looks like. Another Skyrider Elf? Sure. Maybe we can wheel that first one. Treasure Cruise or a Boros Guild Gate. We could wheel that Boros Guild Gate. I think Treasure Cruise is a good idea. Yeah, I think I just want this 4/4. Collie Ambush is good. But I don't think it's what we need. Wow, Gorkland Rampager or another Skyrider Elf. I'm gonna take a Skyrider Elf. Wow, Gruul Guildgate over another Gnarlback Rhino. Gnarlback Rhino would have been a good idea. I forgot I had this Savage Punch and this Furious Rise. Another Rhino. There we go. Over this Burning Anger. Burning Anger is hilarious, but I like to have ways to protect my creatures. I'm doing that kind of thing. We could play Gust of Wind here. So we'll need to make a cut or two. Not nearly as much removal as the last Gates deck. I don't have any possessed scabs to get back my Gates Ablaze or my Archway Angels. I could play Furious Rise with all these Skyrider Elves and the Gnarlback Rhino and the Boon Satyr. All right, quick bathroom break, and then we'll play some more Magic. Be right back. All right, we're back at it. Okay. What do we want to do here? Boundary Lands Ranger is the only card I could consider cutting. I don't love that. I like the idea of milling through to get to my treasure cruises. Or rummaging, not milling. If I had more Gates Ablaze, I'd feel better about having fewer 2-drops. Yeah, I think this will be good. Let's see if I have too many red sources. 1, 2, 3, 4, 6. No, that's good. I don't have a ton of red sources, so planning to play this on turn 2 is not my best strategy. So you can actually cut them out, and if I do that, 1, 2, 3, 4. I can. And play another forest. This looks good. Let's do it. More gates. This deck is not nearly as powerful looking as the last one did, with 3 gates ablazed and Guild Summit. But this has 2 Archway Angels. And hopefully we're going to gain somewhere between 10 and 14 life every time we cast it. What do you think of this one, Show Pro? Gates are so much fun. Yeah, payoff for just playing lands. I remember Guilds of Ravnica was awesome, and Ravnica Legions was even better. And you just got to play all the gates. Oh, it was so much fun. I could just play a 3/3 here. I'll just play the Gnarlback Rhino first. It's a good threat. It's just as much power as the Skyrider Elf, but the Skyrider Elf is a little bit more versatile, having flying and possibly getting a 5th power. I draw a red land. We get to play a Skyrider Elf as a 4/4. Drop this Guild Gate. Wow, that's something. And the worst part about all that is it gets rid of the haste that my creature had. My creature gains summoning sickness now. I'll play the Gatekeepers. I can get back that Gust of Wind with Balaged Recovery if I want to. Oh. Fight spell. Wait. Uh, what? Oh, I don't have black mana. Duh. Let's Surge. Maybe our opponent will just play Silumgar and we can just, well, that doesn't really solve the problem. We need an answer to Silumgar. Okay. Pretty strong. Do I even want a gate? I feel like I just want an untapped land. I mean, he can monstrosize Pelucranos and deals 3 damage to something. Doesn't seem like a great strategy, though. That's what he's doing. Wonder what else he has to deal damage with. Can't go back now. He's... Oh? Is he gonna kill anything? Well, if he divides 3 damage that way. Good game. Alright, that was weird. I don't know why our opponents just play Dragon Lord Silumgar and take over in the air. We didn't have clean answers to that. We could have Balaged recovered back our bounce spell, but he just would have kept playing Silumgar. That was alright, interesting. Good game. On to the next one. So many awesome rares and mythics in this master set. It's because they only chose the good rares and mythics to go in here. The sand looks great. Even better. Now we have a way to deal with our opponent's 2-drop if we need to. Or 3-drop, perhaps. They like play Anax and Cymede here. No plays for our opponent's first 3 turns. I like that. Oof. Guess I'll get the blue-black, so I have all 5 colors. What kind of hand did our opponent keep? They have no spells to play at all. I think 6 life is probably enough for this. I assume he has a fall of the hammer. But this only deals 2 damage. So if he doesn't have removal for Archway Angel, she can start beating down. I wonder if our opponent was looking for a 3rd color, or if they literally have 4 drops and nothing else in their hand. It would make sense if they had something like Fall of the Hammer, which is a spell they could not cast without a creature on the field, but it makes the hand look keepable because it costs less. Recovery could get me back the Archway Angel. Oh, that's a sorcery. Oops. Sorry, opponent. Looks like you didn't see this card that I showed you I had in my hand. You wackadoo. Sorry, dude. I guess I should just put my opponent to 1, shouldn't I? Got him. 2-0. Gates-tastic. And looks awesome. All right, let's just put a bunch of power on the board. Jace Vryn's Prodigy. This is quite a card. Ermagerd. Hello, Blazed Hobbit. No counter spells from our opponent. We have the potential to blow out our opponent too with all these 4 toughness creatures and the Gates Ablaze. Hmm. Get to attack for 8, clear his board. Or just attack for 6 and get rid of Jace. Well, I might draw a card. I might draw a forest here, so let's see. Oh, maybe my opponent also has a Gates Ablaze. Well, I'll play into it. Ooh, they have Essence Scatter? Okay. Our opponent's digging for answers. That's a good sign. And they didn't find any off the top two. They draw what they need. Just a big flyer or a removal spell will put them in a good position. They get their Gates Ablaze. Guild Summit. Good game. Good game, Ermagerd. Game indeed. This deck's awesome. 3-0. It's getting to be about that time. See if we can get another one in. This Gates deck is fun. Archway Angels, District Guides, Gates Ablaze, all the gates. Skyrider Elves. I'm a big fan of Skyrider Elf. So versatile. I mean, I'm happy to play it as a 2-drop, as a 3-drop, as a 4-drop. Hey, you could even play it as a 5-drop. Technically, you could play it as a 6-drop or more, though it won't get any larger. All right, what do we have? We have an excellent hand is what we have. Oh. Whoops. Had to tap that land first. Rips. Our opponent has begun their 10-turn clock by playing Nyx Weaver. It's not quite that. They have to spend 3 mana to get a card back. It has to leave the battlefield if they want to win the game most of the time. Oh, it is a fine blocker. It's not going to block Archway Angel very well. The Archway. Our opponent took the bait. Bloom Rogue. Now I have 3, so if I tap this, and then untap this, and then play Gates Ablaze, to blow up his creatures and keep mine on the board. How fancy is that? I am totally fine with him blocking. My opponent's left with a Priest of the Bloodright. We have 28 life. We'll just let that sit there forever. Well, ooh, nice combo, opponent. Make yourself lose another 2 life. It's a bold move. Wild Slash for the Boon Satyr. Or a clear shot. Oh, wow. Outplayed. All right, let's see if we can finish it off with a Skyrider Elf. That clear shot was very strong. Another land. Kind of rough. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 spells. To 11 lands. Pretty fucking brutal. Our opponent just keeps top decking heat. Wow. 10, 11, 12 lands to my 7 spells. That's pretty cool. Oh, did we just top deck like 3 lands in a row? That's brutal. We've drawn so many extra cards this game. I mean, 12 lands. It's pretty outrageous. Ooh, wow. opponent just went down to 1 with that Painful Truths. I think we're in trouble. Well, that's pretty good. I really want his Fell Stinger to just be gone. I don't think so. What matters more? Do I want him to have a Death Touch blocker, or do I want to have a Boon Satyr? I think I'd rather him not have a Death Touch blocker. Can we get there with the 8/8? What do we think his last card is? I'm going to play it safe. Good game, Childish. Ooh, that was a close one. Thought our opponent might take us over there before we did the old octopus Surgenheimer. That was pretty cool with their painful truths, bringing themselves down to 1 and stabilizing. Our opponent played a good game there. Four and 0. All right. This is going well. Let us continue. You boys lurking? Huh. I appreciate the showmanship, I must say. This hand looks good enough. We've got a Boon Satyr. We've got a Gnarlback Rhino. Oh. If my opponent wants to give me a Humble Defector, draw 2 cards, I'm cool with it. Are we doing it? Are we humbly defecting? Oh, bummer. Wow. What a combo. Wow. That was busted. Heart Piercer Manticore with that Humble Defector. Ooh, next turn I can Wild Slash and bestow with the Boon Satyr. That was awkward. I would have liked to get the extra card, but you know, that's a 6/6 and a 4/4. Pretty good. My opponent wants to do the Heart Piercing Manticore thing again. One, two, three, four. I have 4 gates. Too many. Wow, imagine if I had 3 gates. That would be wild. Death or Necromancer so good against this Gates Ablaze. I gotta get rid of the Zathrid Necro so that my Gates Ablaze can blow up his board. I'm okay with him drawing some cards. I'd be down for that, Habito. To rank 101. All right. This deck's awesome. Let's keep it going. Undefeated so far, 5-0 with Gates. Teamer Gates splashing for Archangels. This hand looks good. I'll wait to play the Sky Rider Elf until it's a 4/4. I'm in, Hobbit. Do I want a 4/4? Or do I want to wait and make a 5/5? Three Gates, 2/4 toughness creatures. Man, that killed something. It's going to be nuts. Gonna fall of the hammer, my Sky Rider Elf. Yeah, I'm more on the side of not too excited about the Gate Colossus. But it is a cool card. Kind of like mine that's 5-0 right now. Kind of like the last one I drafted that went 7-2. Gates, man. That is annoying. Gate Colossus is so dumb. He played it for like 2 mana too. Oof. Oof. Ooh, wow, we dropped 60 places for that first loss. Brutal. Yeah, we were really close too. We had a really good game plan to win next turn, but we couldn't play around that many removal spells and still kill our opponent. We could have tried to stay alive to get a Fall of the Hammer along with Gates Ablaze to kill Gate Colossus, but he surely had a gate in hand to get back the Colossus, and we would have had to use like 3 spells to actually pull that off. So we would have lost anyway, having tried that. That was close. That was close. We could have won that one. Our opponent played Gate Colossus on like turn 5 for 2 mana with more, or for 3 mana. Or was it turn 4? Did he play it on turn 4? No, he couldn't have. This hand looks good. Unravel the Aether is going to be a great sideboard card against Gates decks, taking care of both Guild Summit and Gate Colossus. I have a Rakdos Guildgate? I don't. I want black, but I also want a second blue. I guess I don't need the second red as much as I would like it. Wow. Talk about gates. Jesus. Turn 3 Gatebreaker Ram. It's 4/4. Yeah, I mean, here's another example of how broken the Gates deck can be. So fucking stupid. Should attack with a 5/5 trample vigilance on turn 4. What a joke. Such a joke. What a curve. Wow. We're just drawing like shit. So boring. A boring fucking game. Gate breaker, I'm so fucking stupid. 4-4 on turn 3. Can't do anything about it. Ugh. That was stupid. That's a couple very, very, very lucky opponents. Let's see if we can pull off our last couple wins anyway. I mean, they got their best card out as early as they could, both games. We didn't draw an answer for it. At least I felt like I had a chance to race the Gatekeeper Colossus. The Ram is quite a joke. Just looking at some of these rares in the set. Starfield of Nyx looks interesting. My opponent definitely has a wild slash, and we're going to let him use it. Oh? We're going to lose. That's good. That's very good. Yeah, I'm right there with you, Jonah. Okay, well, I didn't expect him to just throw away his flyer with a Biden of Thassa out. Maybe my opponent doesn't have any other creatures? I would be surprised. Wow. That is quite a creature to play. Yeah, the Dreamcatcher Pilgrim's Eye is one of the coolest arts for it. What the heck is going on here? What an outrageous curve. Oh no! Oh, I've made a terrible mistake. I did not read what he did. I could have followed the hammer to his thing. That's okay. What I can do is green, white, blue, black. That was actually a huge misplay. Letting him get a draw with that illusory angel, not playing my fall of the hammer, because now this Skyrider Elf is a 4/4 instead of a 5/5. And our opponent has Essence Scatter? Give me a fucking break, dude. What a joke. All right, well, let's pack it up. It was a good start, 5-0. What a shitty few games to end it on, though. We got up to rank 100, and then we lost 3 in a row to lose 200 points. Silly. All right, good games. 5-3, that's passable. We definitely could have gotten more wins, but our opponents high rolled so hard those past 3 games. Those guys should play the lottery. Shit was awesome. Good games. I'm Felonius. Appreciate you being here. See you next time.